First, I am remaking a video which I found out yesterday was removed by YouTube. It was my most recent video. It was removed by YouTube, apparently because of inappropriate content, something about being dangerous, insightful. Okay, the first thing I want to say is everything in that video has already been covered and is already contained in so many other videos I have posted on my YouTube channel. Now, that is described in yesterday I did a video explaining that YouTube had censored the video. So YouTube bans my last vid about cell blackout. So I'm doing a video, I'm redoing the original video that was censored. This was about the cell blackout. And there was basically a blackout on all my technology. This what lasted for about 4 days. So what I'm doing is I'm doing this series now, based on this blackout, this very debilitating, blackout that affected all of my technology. It just happened a day or two after a very negative experience I had with the York Region Police. And then now it's gone away. It would last about 4 days, and then everything just went back to normal. And that's what hacking is like. And I've been through many of these hack attacks. So I'm just going to get started now. So this remake will appear after this one if it is allowed. But as I mentioned in this video, there's stuff that is so much more controversial. It doesn't make any sense, or could be considered controversial. I don't think it's controversial at all, but it could be considered controversial. This is benign compared to some of the other stuff, and the stuff I've seen all around YouTube and everywhere on the web. So I'm just going to get started now. I called a non-emergency number that was listed on this pamphlet, and what I've done is, because YouTube censored the original video I did, I've whited out. The woman called me. She called me. I don't know if she was an officer or what, but she called me, gave me her number, and then a few years later, as you can see, January 7, 2018, a few years later, I called her, but it was about hacking. So this whole started with hacking. I called to report the hacking, which I've already done before years ago, but I tried it again because it's become a very chronic, persistent problem, and it's really affecting my life. So I'm just going to, I'll just put this here. I'm just going to read what I wrote in my diary, okay? I experienced one of the most severe and debilitating hacking episodes I've ever had the misfortune to have to contend with. I was working on a video of the call I made to York Region Police Victim Non-Emergency Police Line on Tuesday, November 10th. The video involved filming a tape recording of this conversation with the non-emergency line, which the woman then turns into, as I say in the very first video in this series, she turned it into a 911 call, but it wasn't a 911 call. As I mentioned, I called the non-emergency line, and all I was doing was explaining. I was giving concrete examples of the kinds of hacking that I've been experiencing, that are really interfering with my ability to just function. even at the most basic level, making a phone call to using, my computer for a resume or to look something up on the internet. So these are things people take for granted. So I'm fighting for the right to be able to have these basic, you know, things that people take for granted. So I was taping. I was going through these excerpts of the tape conversation, and what happened was I got cut off. Suddenly, I got cut off from filming, so my cell phone, just kind of went dead. It stopped. It just completely stopped. But my internal reading showed there was plenty of memory. I'm going to show you that. This is what my internal reading showed. Okay, memory is SD card. That's internal storage. Now, I'm going to explain that here. So my phone was telling me there was a lot of memory for me to use, but the cell phone camera, cut me off and told me that there wasn't enough storage. Okay, so I'm going to give you one example of that. Okay, ongoing message since November 12th. Not enough space on all storage. To free up space, delete some videos. Now, I say ongoing message since November 12th because I really started, it was probably November 11th. It was probably right after the 10th. I really started documenting stuff on the 12th, but it was probably more accurate to say since November 11th. So now I wasn't able to take the video. I was cut off. And I had to give up. I was forced to stop taking videos at all, period. This went on for 4 days. What I did was I removed and reinstalled the SD card because I figured out that one of the ways I'm hacked into not taking videos is the cell storage is mysteriously switched to internal storage mode. So everything you videotape, everything you film is saved to internal storage automatically. But I always set my cell phone to SD card memory. So everything I film is saved to the SD card, which you install. Now, when you reinstall the SD card, the cell will automatically ask you if you want to change your cell phone storage to SD card. And I always do, and that's the setting I always have my phone on. But when I reinstalled the SD card to make sure it was on SD memory mode, the message didn't come up. Would you like to change it to SD mode? It didn't come up, so I couldn't fix it that way. So I couldn't take any videos. This went on for about 4 days. I couldn't do any filming. And then also what I found out was I wasn't able to, I'm just going to read what I wrote here. Not only could I not record any videos, but I couldn't access any videos or photos in my cell storage. So I couldn't, review any videos that I had or anything like that. These are the messages I was getting. Unfortunately, photos has stopped. I've never got so many error messages like this, bizarre error messages I've never seen before. Unfortunately, photos has stopped. Send feedback. I love the send feedback because as if there's anywhere to go. Okay, this is really blurry. I don't know why this is so blurry. This is extremely blurry. Sorry, slides has stopped unexpectedly. Report this issue to help us determine what went wrong. It's almost like a joke. Report this issue to who? Like I just called the police about being very badly hacked, stalked online. And I gave them so many examples of how I feel very targeted, specifically targeted, and it makes me feel very uncomfortable and scared. And that doesn't even work. So if I can't even go to the police, well, where am I going to go here? Send feedback to who? Report this to who? It's almost like a joke. This is another message I got, which is very rare. I've never seen this. Unfortunately, the process com.android phone has stopped. So the whole, not just the storage is full, the storage is full, but it would tell me that your cell phone is basically dysfunctional now, and something went wrong. You can't use your cell phone anymore. So I showed you what the memory. There's a lot of, as you can see in that pie, there's a lot left. There's a lot of memory left over, so there's no reason why my cell phone should have been telling me the storage was full. And I showed you that storage full. I was getting that all the time. There's more. Okay. Now another thing is before I get to YouTube, actually, this kept coming up all the time. That this is something that's been plaguing me for a while. This image of it looks like a pregnant woman with in a dress with an aura around her belly, and it says "fuck" NIG. So is that fuck night, fuck nigger? My son says that looks like fuck nigger. So I noticed that this was appearing. This was appearing a lot again. But it stopped. It stopped since that video. It stopped since I originally posted the video that YouTube ended up censoring. That seems to have stopped now all of a sudden. And that would just appear out of nowhere. I never touched anything. That just appears out of nowhere. Like when this whole thing started, I would get up in the morning, pick up my phone, and before I even got to the password prompt, this would be on the screen, just like that. That would be on the screen. Now, for the next one, so another thing I couldn't do with my cell phone, and this is what I call the cell phone blackout. I wasn't able to text. I have a lot of trouble texting or communicating, period, digitally, electronically, whatever you want to call it, with my family, and particularly my sister Pina. Now I have no reason to want to contact her. I've told my family about the way I'm being plagued by hacking, by an online stalker, and so many other things. I've told them about this many times, and what they've done is they've completely abandoned me. I haven't talked to her. I haven't talked to her or my two other sisters for years. It's been years. They haven't once called to even ask how I'm doing, even to say we care. We're thinking about you. Nothing. I'm just dead. I never existed. So this text, which I'm just like once in a while I'll just contact her and say, oh, you know what, I'm still alive, and you know what happened? I just want you to know, and you know what happened, and I just want you to be aware that this could lead to something very bad. I just want you to be aware. That's the reason I try to contact her once in a while. So as you can see, I went there after the blackout. Sometime after the blackout, I went there. I went to the text, to my texting, and it said that this message, which was sent just shortly after November 10th, when I called the police about the hacking, it wasn't sent. But that happens all the time. That kind of thing. But it's becoming a problem. It has become a problem here. So I wasn't able to text. Then when I went back a few days later, you see this one was going. That was sent, the new one. That was about my mother. That's the new one. That was sent November 16th. But this one's still sending. Still sending. Do you see that? So it's like my cell phone's discriminating. It's screening what I'm writing. My cell phone is discriminating, just like everything else acts. All my other technology acts like it's discriminating. So texting didn't work. Also YouTube, I wasn't able to post any videos, upload any videos. I'm gonna go back here. This is when I, near the end of the blackout, when I tried again, I would get, unfortunately, Google Play services has stopped. Wow, that's interesting. I never get that one. That's what was happening during this blackout when I was trying to upload a video onto YouTube. And it was also, the video was canceled a few times. That happens a lot. My video just gets canceled as it's uploading. And there's another mysterious, oh yes, there was a mysterious video at the end of the blackout when I was uploading, first uploading this, the original video. I think this is the one that YouTube censored. I couldn't do it because there was another mysterious video, as you can see here, another mysterious video uploading. I didn't know what this video was. As you can see, it's also unusual because the line is full. Usually you'll see the line is like going along like this, okay? It's slowly progressing, okay, showing the video uploading. But all day long and all day night, this video was fully uploaded. This mysterious cryptic video was uploading, which basically it means that I can't upload anything. I wasn't able to upload anything because of this mysterious video. Now, if you go into the video section, it shows you there's nothing uploading. So this is telling me something is uploading, or it's actually uploaded, all day long, all night long. And yet, when I go into my channel, in the video sections, where it will show you if anything's uploading, there's nothing uploading. It would show you, there'd be a curtain, it would show you this video's uploading, but nothing is uploading, okay? So that basically cut me off. I couldn't upload anything because of this. So that's another form of hacking. Oh, by the way, I got this, I kept getting this weird sign, and then when I clicked on it, it said data charges may apply, which is very bad. I don't want any data charges. I don't have a data plan. I just use Wi-Fi at home. And then some sexy girl's notification appeared while this video was uploading. It appeared and then it disappeared very quickly. I wanted to take a screenshot, but I couldn't do that. And then, oh, by the way, this happened again yesterday. After I found out that YouTube had removed the video about the cell phone blackout, I was trying to upload another video about how YouTube removed it, which you see right here. This also happened again. Another mysterious video. I think I have a screenshot of that. Did I take a screenshot? No, I don't think I did. No, I didn't take a screenshot. But anyway, this happened again yesterday, where there's a mysterious video uploading, and I don't know what it is. Now, also, another thing that's happened a lot before, and it happened during this blackout, is I started to do a video about how I still can't upload on YouTube, as there was a mysterious video uploading all day, and then suddenly the video recorder stopped. It just stopped, and the cell, I remember the cell went to shut off, and then it just went dead. So it's that's very unusual, but it happens a lot. And that's it. I'm going to try to keep this short. So basically, yeah, a really debilitating, insurmountable blackout on my cell phone.